What's that a map of?
The world.
The world. Okay. This piano was made, anybody know where it was made? Where they put it together? Right about there. On the other side of the world. Okay? After they made the piano, they put it in a box. And then when they put it in a box, they put it in, have you seen those giant, huge boxes that are on the back of a truck when you're on the highway? They put it in one of those. But it wasn't on a truck, it was just the box. Just a giant box like the size of this room almost. Then they had a crane that lifted, oh let's look at this. They lifted that whole, it's called a container, and it holds really, really big stuff. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, so these are containers, and they have cranes like this. See those cranes? Those cranes pick up each of these containers. Do you see them? Have you guys seen these on the back of trucks, like on the highway? Okay, so the crane picks up the entire container with maybe...
That's at our house.
Yeah, at your house. It's going to be at your house, and that's right. So the crane picks up the whole container, and then it loads it onto a ship. Is that a big ship? That is a huge ship. So in one of these containers, get a closer look. In one of these containers, there might be 30 pianos. But these containers hold everything. They don't just hold pianos. They hold TVs, they hold desks, they hold computers, they hold ovens, they hold everything that we have in our house. They hold anything, but in this case, they hold pianos. So, and then there are all of these containers that might have all of this stuff, beds and furniture and pianos and microwaves and everything, and then they ship across the world. Okay? So they get on a ship and they go across the ocean, across the Pacific Ocean. That's a long, long way. They pass Hawaii and they get to the United States right about there. Okay? So here, the ship, that giant ship that looks like this, or like this is what it looks like when it's on the ocean. Okay? It gets to, after being on the water for about 2 or 3 weeks, that's how long it takes to cross the ocean, about 2 or 3 weeks. It gets to Los Angeles. Who has been to California? You've all been to California? Okay. You've been to California? Okay, good. In California, they have a huge place where they have maybe 100 giant cranes, and all of those cranes unload ships like that. They unload the ship, and then what happens when the containers are off the ship onto land in Los Angeles?
Trucks.
They get trucks. Each one of those containers, each one of these things here gets a truck.
Wow, that's a lot of trucks.
That's a lot of trucks. So they have tons of trucks going out. They have one truck that might be going to Indiana. They have one truck that might be going to Florida. Where else might some trucks be going?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Where else?
Utah.
Utah. Where else?
Utah.
Utah. Good. Okay. So each one of these, so the driver's told, okay, you have a shipment of pianos, and the Rays are waiting for their piano. You need to drive this truck to Utah so the Rays can get their piano. Okay? Finally, yesterday, a truck with one of these showed up yesterday right here. After it was made where? Where was the piano made?
China?
It made in China. They loaded it onto a
boat.
onto a boat.
And then went to California.
And the boat sailed to California in a big boat like that. And then what happened in California?
They put them on trucks.
They put them on trucks. And where did the truck take it? To Utah. And once they got to Utah, where did they go?
Here.
Right here. And do you want to see what they brought?